Hey guys, Firum here, and today I'm going to be going over every single new car added in the 2018 summer update to Asphalt 8. I will be sharing all of their stats, including stock and max per rank, engines used, how you can obtain them, and much more. I will also be giving my opinion on how they will do in multiplayer, time-limited events, and in other places. Take note that these images are not mine. As of me recording this, the update is not even out on Windows yet. The images were taken either from Gameloft's stream on Wednesday or from one of the various communities. So let's get right into it. Our first car is the Subaru GT1, which is in C-Class and is obtainable through a championship. There are no D-Class cars in this update, so this car starts at a rank of 1320 and ends up at a rank of 1580. Its low rank increase renders it useless in multiplayer, and its low tuning kit bonus of 35 brings it to a total speed of 260.8 miles per hour at Max Pro, meaning this is not any new C-Class king. It also uses V8 engines, and those are used on a lot of more useful cars, so this may be one car to skip. Also, its handling decreases the more you upgrade it. That's weird. Now for the first of the two new class kings in this update, the Mazda RX-8 Special Edition. This car is situated very close to the top of Class B, and judging by its low starting rank of 901 and its high ending rank of 1689, it seems like this car might be useful in multiplayer. However, given that 70% of its rank increase comes from top speed, this car is not useful at lower ranks, and at higher ranks, while its speed is good, it's nothing extraordinary. Unfortunately, this car is the worst of the 4 SE cars for multiplayer. However, it is a different story at Max Pro, where it can reach 292 miles per hour, meaning that it is, in fact, the new B-Class king. It will be obtainable through an R&D, but unfortunately requires 32 rotary engines to pro out. The RX-8 SE has extremely quick acceleration, very good handling, but only average nitro efficiency. So we will see if the M2 SE, which has very good nitro efficiency, will survive on longer tracks such as Iceland or Tokyo. Now let's move on to our first A-Class car, the Raie Makan Concept S. This car is the fastest electric car in the game, and it is held in the very first event of the update, an R&D. It uses an electric engine, of course, because it's an electric car. It has pretty good nitro efficiency, pretty fast acceleration. Its top speed is okay as well. The thing is about this car, there's really nothing about it that makes it stand out. Its high starting rank of 1512 renders this car pretty much useless in multiplayer, and at Max Pro it can only reach 303 miles per hour, which is not very impressive for A-Class, and so I can't really see this car being used for much of anything, unfortunately. However, this car does appear to have a decent farming race on Mastery 15, so it may be worth going for if you don't have a good farming car. Now for our second and better A-Class car, which is the Rezvani Beast Alpha. It has a starting rank of 1148 and an ending rank of 1768. That's a stock to max per rank increase of 620. It is a decent multiplayer car and better than the RX-8 SE, however 65% of its rank increase comes from top speed, meaning that it will not be useful at lower ranks. At higher ranks, from 1600 to 1700, it has decent speed, maybe equal to that of a Vanda. However, it does have an advantage over the Vanda in that it has better acceleration, and it can reach a higher speed of 306.4 miles per hour around a rank of 1727. That's if you do 0505 5555, and if you risk points at that tune, it could be quite good if you are in Pro League and you may be able to get to Champion League with it. The car drives quite well. It has pretty fast acceleration, pretty good nitro efficiency, and good handling and good drifting. It seems to be quite a stable car as well. Unfortunately, its speed is not good enough to compete with the kings of A-Class, so this car is best left multiplayer tuned rather than max pro'd. It will be obtainable through a championship, and it requires i4 engines to pro out. Now for the first of the two S-Class cars, the Zenvo TS1 GT 10th Anniversary Edition. Now, this car has a very high starting rank of 1607, but also a high ending rank of 1605. This car has a very low stock to max pro rank increase, rendering it useless when multiplayer tuned. However, at Max Pro, it can reach 313 miles per hour, which is slower than the Kings by a few miles per hour, but it's still fairly good. Now, this car, unfortunately, has some of the traits of the other Zenvo, with not so great acceleration or drifting, or nitro efficiency for that matter. It will be obtainable through an R&D and uses V8 engines. This car is definitely worth going for if you don't have any of the other high-end S-Class cars. Now for the car that everybody has been waiting for, the 2018 McLaren X2. This car has a starting rank of 1480 and the highest ending rank in the game of 1816. 2018. This is a stock to max per rank increase of 336, meaning that the car should be pretty good when multiplayer tuned. However, we still have to keep in mind that there are 10 levels of pro upgrades and no max upgrades, meaning you cannot separately upgrade acceleration and top speed, for example. However, at Max Pro, this car reaches 317.2 miles per hour. This is just 0.2 miles per hour slower than the Apollo IE, or practically nothing at all, and it accelerates a good bit faster. So needless to say, this car will be the new S-Class king on at least shorter tracks. It has been shown to beat the Apollo on tracks like Barcelona as well. However, we will have to see on longer ones such as Iceland or Tokyo, where the Apollo's better nitro efficiency may allow it to pull out the victory over the X2. There was originally going to be the MP4X in this place, however Gameloft decided to replace it with the updated version, which is the X2. Unfortunately, this car can only be made orange. I kind of hope they allow it to be made black so you can at least make it look like an MP4X. This car will be obtainable via a championship and unfortunately requires 64 custom racing engines to pro out. That is more than any other F1 car to date. Needless to say, this is the best car of the update and probably the best car in the entirety of Asphalt 8, so this is definitely one to go for even if you miss everything else. I would also like to point out that the Raie Makan, Zenvo, and McLaren X2 all have farming races on their Mastery 15s. The Raie Makan is on Highland View, the Zenvo on San Diego Harbor Reverse, and the X2's on London Eye, but it's flawless. So if you needed more of a reason to go for either of these three cars, well, here you go. So guys, let me know down in the comments below which car or cars you are most excited for and why. I am looking most forward to the RX-8 SE, the Rezvani Beast, and the X2. Thank you all so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and consider subscribing to see more Asphalt 8 content, as well as Asphalt 9 whenever that game releases worldwide, which is supposed to be sometime during this summer. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!